returning us.
We'll see the Cleveland Cavaliers taking on.
This is Kevin Durant. Welcome.
Thanks for joining us, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. Here with me today, Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And it's going to be the Spurs. Off the tip. Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Irving and Waiters, the guards. The two stars, LeBron and Love, at the 3 and the 4. And it's Varejao in at the 5, down low.
You always like to get that first lead of the game.
Yeah, you know, Steve, a good way to set the tone early on there. Well, it's funny, back when LeBron joined the Heat, some critics said he'd given up the chance to be the franchise player and carry his team. But guess what? No matter who LeBron plays with, he's always the franchise player. That's how good he is.
The shot misses. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. Ginobili kicks to Leonard. Second shot opportunity, and Parker puts it in.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Irving dishes to Waiters. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Love the pass to Varejao. LeBron kicks to Waiters. Cleveland the rebound. Love dishes to Varejao. This one for 3. Another miss by James.
Kind of a shaky first few minutes. Got his 5 field goal attempts, only 1 made.
Ginobili with the 3. Love grabs the board. Love's got his 3rd rebound tonight. LeBron with it. Leonard picks him up. The drive by James. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Well, LeBron said last season that he just couldn't see leaving the Heat. I guess he came around the championship foundation in Miami, but some cracks started to show, and now he's back in Cleveland.
Both free throws good from James. And for LeBron, Clark, you think from a competitive standpoint it might have made sense for him to leave Miami?
I don't know if it was driven by competitive reasons. Quite honestly, I mean, with the new luxury tax, it had gotten harder for the Heat to add talent to that superstar core. You know, on the Cavs side, LeBron can command the max and play with some younger up-and-coming players who are a relative bargain on their rookie contracts. But I think it went deeper than that. I think it really was about the pull of Northeastern Ohio being stronger than any other consideration for him and his family.
Knocked loose. Ginobili with the steal. And they're pushing it up from past the arc. Kyrie Irving grabs the miss. Cleveland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. The drive by James. And he gets it to go.
Beautiful cut to the hoop. He's getting anything he wants here already.
Spurs trail by 6. Duncan the pass to Splitter. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. It's Ginobili outside. And he gets the bucket. Ginobili's got his first 3 points of the game.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Here's James. Blocked. The dish to Waiters. Back to Love. Irving kicks to Waiters. He feeds it to LeBron. 6 to shoot. Love trying to break loose. And James gets it to go on the assist by Waiters.
And the layup just gift-wrapped right there. I mean, he had a clear path to the basket.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Well, going into last season, Thiago Splitter accepting a 4-year, $36 million extension, Steve, from the Spurs.
A lot of people questioned the value of that contract, but Splitter more than earned it with his play throughout the regular season and in the playoffs. He's versatile, he can pass, he can defend, and even though his numbers were down a little bit last year, he made tremendous impact just in terms of their interior play. It's going to be tough for the defense today. If he's got his A-game rolling here tonight, we'll see.
The Cavaliers leading by 4. Irving attacking, and he makes good on the layup. Irving's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Boy, they are just destroying them in the paint.
You could say that again, Steve. The defenders just aren't aggressive enough down low.
And it's Green missing.
You know, they've been beating this club to a lot of loose balls and rebounds here early on.
Love the work ethic they've come out of the locker room with. I tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage anyway. It was only with one hand, but he threw it down pretty hard.
Now here's James.
Oh, how about that basketball, man? Wow.
Their offense has really come together immediately, threatening to run away with this game.
It's hard to imagine they'll be able to stay as hot as they've been so far, but if they can, watch out.
Bellinelli, he's checked in for San Antonio. Mills comes in for Parker, and the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Verejao. Marion comes in for Kevin Love. Miller's checked in for LeBron. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. Dellavedova, that's good.
They built a big lead here early.
Both defensively and offensively. They've been terrific right from the tip.
Splitter dishes to Diaw, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Diaw's got his first basket. 1:12 left to play in the first.
Well, what can you say about the Spurs at home? I mean, they've been dominant here for so long. It's a shock whenever they lose at home.
The Spurs were dominant at home once again, as you mentioned, guys. 32 wins for them, Steve, and they shot great, absolutely great in this building.
Well, you don't win 50 games for 15 straight years, Kevin, without being dominant at home, and that's what the Spurs have done. So they just get the job done. I mean, they're tough to beat here in San Antonio, and obviously a wonderful shooting ball club.
59 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Bellinelli gets the bucket.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
56 seconds left here in the first quarter. Diaw with the steal. And a fast break now for the Spurs. Finishes the break with a slam.
That's really how they're going to get back into this game, trim the lead. I mean, play tough defense, force some turnovers, and then push it to the other end.
And that's when a team really has the best chance to run after a steal, obviously. So the defense is going to be critical for them right now. Just seems like they're finding an open lane to the hoop every time down. That's 5 buckets in a row for them in the paint.
Yeah, on the flip side, Steve, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. Here it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, getting the ball into the post should be their first option every time down. Force the defense to adapt and adjust.
Cleveland shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And you look at the numbers from a year ago, guys, this is a club that hit about 75% of its free throws.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. Marion passes to Dellavedova. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Waiters passes to Dellavedova. Fires for 3. Rebounded by the Spurs. Bellinelli for 3. And he gets it to go. Bellinelli's got 7 points.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Yeah, absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding. They are piling up the assists.
I like the way they're working the ball inside because when you do that, you get higher percentage shots, and typically good things happen.
He gets it up. An absolutely remarkable shot at the buzzer.
Was it ever? It doesn't get any better than that, fellas. The definition of much in the clutch.
He wasn't going to let anyone else take that shot. He wanted that ball.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Cavaliers.
And some great drives to the bucket for them to this point, guys.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. Irving is out there with Mike Miller. Then there's Marion. Then there's Kevin Love. And it's Thompson in at the pivot, manning the middle. And he sinks the second.
Kyrie Irving, clearly a player who's dreamed of greatness from a very young age. Going back to the 4th grade, he wrote, "I'm going to the NBA," and he wrote it across the back wall of his closet. And while it was hidden behind his clothes, it certainly wasn't far from his head or his heart.
The Cavaliers leading by 3. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kevin, Spurs coach Greg Popovich is so highly respected by his peers. Thunder coach Scott Brooks said there are 3 things you can count on: death, taxes, and Pop winning 50 games. Dallas coach Rick Carlisle called him, quote, "the best coach in any sport ever, and the smartest man in the history of the world." Kevin, he wasn't joking.
High praise indeed. Thank you, Doris. And so it's Cleveland with it after the basket by San Antonio. And Love throws it down. Well, now they're just going to town on it.
Yeah, you'd think these defenders would have done a little more to put a stop to that stuff, Kevin, but so far, no go.
Well, a phenomenal aerial assault there, fellas. You've got to like what they've been doing down there in the low post, Clark.
I do. I love it. Their rebounding has been outstanding. So important in a tight game.
It's the kind of defense required when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were right in his face.
He saw that one was going long, and he tracked it down.
Here's Irving. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Irving's got 7 points in the game.
Well, you knew he'd win that race.
Definitely. I mean, that's what you call early offense.
And here's Mills from the arc. Can't hit, so Cleveland will take it the other way. And now the fast break. Marion with the ball. Miller against Green. Left side Irving. No one near him. That's in, coming off an assist from Miller. And now a 9-point Cleveland lead.
A large part of what they've been able to do here is centered around his offense.
The Cavs just never really built any consistency last year for long stretches. And, you know, when that happens, it's hard to get wins away from home. Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
Here's Mills. Jacks up a 3. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Thompson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Cleveland, as you said, struggling on the road last year. Only 14 road wins. It's not going to cut it.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
Here's Mills. Hits some rim on the way in. And the bucket's good. Mills has got 5 now. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Well, a big part of the problem for Cleveland last year was talent on the roster. So you can assume things will be different down the road for him this season.
Things are going to be different in a lot of ways as long as LeBron is leading the way. And they'll be on the same page. He'll make sure of that. So look for a lot different outcomes in Cleveland.
Lets the 3 fly. Lets it go with the 3. And he gets it to go. He's got 8.
That's his 2nd shot from long range in this quarter, so he's starting to roll.
Irving kicks to Thompson. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
Ah, that's bringing it down hard. Clark, bringing it down hard, my brother. Marion with the steal. Down low, it's tipped. Diaw with the steal. Here's Green, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That's on Mike Miller.
Danny Green, a nice find by the Spurs as a 3-and-D role player. The Spurs always seem to find those kind of guys. A mid-second round pick was Green. He got waived by the Cavs, spent some time playing abroad. Now he holds the record for three-pointers made in the finals.
And Cleveland making a change here. Anderson Varejão's checked in for Tristan Thompson. LeBron comes in for Sean Marion. Dion Waiters checked in for Miller. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. Spurs trail by 11. And for Danny Green, guys, quality defender at either wing position. And, you know, Steve, as you like to say, a floor spacer offensively.
That's right. Two-way guys, Kevin. Two-way players. That's what the playoffs are all about. You think about the success Green has had the last couple of seasons. Defending star players at one end, knocking down big threes at the other. Wow, what a player he's become.
San Antonio calls timeout.
Yeah, he's seen enough of this interior scoring that his defense is giving up. So the message during this timeout is time to lock things up inside.
You know, sometimes a group can just get spaced out on defense. They're not connected and playing 5 as 1. And usually a timeout can help you refocus and recalibrate that defense.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Duncan, he's checked in for T.I. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Marco Bellinelli. Otto Ginobili's checked in for Daniel Green. And Tony Parker subbed in for Patty Mills.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Yeah, that's 5 of their last 6 baskets inside the lane. They have really established themselves inside.
Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, gentlemen, Tim Duncan's such a huge part of this Spurs team on and off the court. As Coach Pop put it, he's a consummate pro. He takes great pride in fulfilling his responsibility to his teammates. He feels it very strongly. He sets the tone for the whole team. He's done it from the beginning, and people fall in line. Kevin, what a luxury.
A great player and great leader. Thanks, Doris.
But an 8-rebound advantage like the one they have now is always going to swing the score hard in that team's direction.
And that's certainly been the case today. Their rebounding has made a huge difference.
And he gets the bucket.
He has really put his foot on the pedal this quarter, doing a tremendous job leading their offense.
Parker with a clean look. That one's off. Still out of sync.
Easy look there, but, you know, he misses those once in a while.
2 open that time. Made it look too easy. 19 points for Kyrie Irving.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
But the defense isn't making them earn it. I mean, those shots have just come on easy, open looks.
The Cavaliers leading by 19. From deep three-point range, and Splitter pulls it down. Splitter's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Leonard with no one around. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Irving for 3. Shot is off. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Cavaliers on top. They finish off the second quarter with a 13.
All right, Kevin, here with some...
And welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. More action in store as the players get ready to go. Having a nice break to get hydrated with Gatorade. And Steve and Clark and I are refreshed and ready to go here as well. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
He is a dynamic scorer, guys. That much we know. And I'll tell you what, his talent was on full display there in the first half.
Steve, he is a hard man to keep down, and so far, they've been unable to do it.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the floor for San Antonio. Down low, it's Duncan and Splitter. Ginobili and Leonard on the wings. And it's Parker in at the 1.
Well, last season viewed as a bit of a hiccup in Kyrie Irving's rise to greatness. His shooting percentages fell, but he actually improved his assist-to-turnover ratio. He's cut his turnover rate every season, as a matter of fact.
The Cavaliers leading by 15. Waiters on the wing. From past the arc. Yes! And it's Irving picking up the assist. And it's 7 points for Dion Waiters.
Incredible. Only took them a few seconds to answer the three ball with one of their own.
Let's keep this thing going, guys. I love seeing a three-point battle like this.
Outside, Ginobili. That's good. Ginobili's got 6.
The defense sagged off, and, he did not hesitate to rise up and bury that three.
Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. And Varejao kicks to LeBron. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. James has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Boy, it's been a poor defensive effort. When that ball has gone inside into the post, they've been in trouble.
Yep, points in the paint clearly going against them now. You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboards.
Well, they've done a lot of things right, but I agree with you, Clark. Their rebounding is right there at the top of the list.
Rejected by Duncan. The kick out to Irving. Pass to LeBron from downtown. Rebounded by the Spurs. Splitters got his 6th rebound on the night. Parker outside. And again, it's San Antonio with the 3.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
And there's the call on James. That is his first foul of the game.
Terrific defensive play to cut him off and square up.
And he took a shot. Excellent toughness to get in there and make a play. I love that kind of work. Cavs tried to make a push for the playoffs last season, in a way going against the grain, but instead a disappointing season when it was all over. The coach and front office questioning the team's effort level.
Irving drives in. James outside, shoots the 3. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
He's not exactly striping them from deep. He had 1 3-ball in the first half, still bagels in the second.
Well, the Cavs did make some big changes from last season, and they shouldn't have a problem staying motivated and putting in the effort this year.
Well, Kevin, last year they were a very young group and didn't have the vet presence they might have needed. LeBron coming in, they've got brilliance in every category, leadership and play. He's got the clout of his championship rings. The whole mindset of the team is about to go to a very different and high level. Great outside shooting fueling this run.
And the defense getting bombarded. They just haven't been able to slow them down.
All of the scoring in tight is coming at that end of the court.
Well, they're finding the holes in the defense, Clark. They're exploiting them.
And there's the call on James. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Kevin Love. On defense, Cleveland. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. LeBron dishes to Varejao. Stolen by Ginobili. To the paint. Knocked loose. Parker passes to Splitter. Outside, Ginobili. And that one's good. Ginobili's got 6 points in the quarter.
Right now, the defense needs to do a better job of closing out on this guy. He's heating up from outside.
Irving drives in. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
I tell you, he's really carrying a lot of the load offensively, and that's almost always good news for them.
There's Parker with the 3. Cavaliers with the rebound. Well, last season, Tristan Thompson made the decision to change his shooting hand, Clark. He went from shooting with his left to now shooting with his right.
Yeah, I've not heard of anything quite like that before, but he improved his free throw shooting substantially as a result of the change, and he gets to the line fairly often, so I think that's a nice development. I love that young man's work ethic and what he brings to a team in terms of rebounding and physicality.
I think LeBron's going to like playing with him.
I agree.
Here's LeBron, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
Well, now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
It's Ginobili outside. Varejao grabs the board.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
And the dunk by LeBron.
Well, the lead isn't getting any smaller. I mean, this is an incredibly well-rounded performance for this club on the road.
You know, that's the thing, Steve. To dominate as they have in front of a hostile crowd, really impressive.
This quarter has not been his best. The defense may be starting to affect him a little bit.
To halt the run, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
And the defense looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Yeah, I like that. A foul to save the layup. Make him earn it at the line.
Well, Tim Duncan, in a lot of ways, the epitome of Steve's substance over style.
Yeah, no doubt, Kevin, both in terms of his game and his personality. I mean, he's just a winner and a leader, but he does it in such a quiet fashion that sometimes people forget to take notice.
Deep. Ginobili can't hit.
I don't mind that shot, though. He's an excellent three-point shooter. He's just showing a lot of confidence there.
I'm right with you there, Steve. I mean, let it flow when you're feeling it.
James with the bucket.
He's just been the man since the start of this quarter. I mean, just a tremendous period of basketball for him.
Parker against Irving. Fires the three. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. LeBron's got his fourth rebound in this one. And here they go. Feeds it to Irving. Here's on the wing. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 6 assists in the game.
You know, I think when you've got somebody that open on the perimeter, a good shooter, the kick-out's the only choice.
Gets it off. And that's not going to go. And here at the end of the third quarter,